behind historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Buffalo Bills.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, this defense for the Bills, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Bears on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be... It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Allen's throw here pulled in by Golladay.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Hook up of 15 yards there. And it'll make it a 2nd down. Allen off the play fake. On the move to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. 20! And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least 1 home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, A 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Now it's Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, Allen rolling to his right. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Power running by Zeke. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Elliott running right. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On play action, Fields. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. On first down, Fields. He'll get this to Eckler. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
You have to ask the question, where's the hill? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Darnell Mooney with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. This complete to Lockett. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll run it with Elliott. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 14-14.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Play action. It's Fields. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Off play action. Fields. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They start on the ground with Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bears on one play have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive or no? Evades the tackler, and now some space. And out across midfield down to the 45. A big gain there for the Bills. Well, you don't become a 2-time rushing champion in this league without being able to shed some tackles, and Ezekiel Elliott does just that on this latest run. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
and trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball in the coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
10th carry now for Elliott. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And now they'll throw with Allen. It's caught. Lockett. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Running with Elliott. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Bears will get the football back. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Showed some strong running, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they pitch it to Eckler. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Fields. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good game before he's taken down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Bears go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later.
And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. And some room to work. And how about that for just running out the clock? Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Golladay. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On play action, Allen. They'll roll him out right. That's going to be caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A final shot before half for Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. A final shot before break. Allen toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now Allen off the bootleg. Open man is Golladay, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off at his own 47. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Fields. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked off by Jordan Poyer. There he goes, right side. 30, the 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the third quarter here. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Running on first down, Eckler. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
This is swung out to Eckler.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books. But now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Here's Fields.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Ooh, the juke. Breaks a tackle. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
A throw left side taken in by Kmet.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as the Bears push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big gain there for the Bills. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Allen off the play fake. Rolling to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
And nowhere to hide on that play.
No, there was not, because every exit door, that was surrounded. I think that was supposed to be a bootleg, but he had no chance to get outside the pocket and try and make a play.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. That interception, maybe the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Buying time to his left.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Good call there on 1st down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills will take over possession here up at the 44.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time fading.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And some space here. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
116 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Here's Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Eckler.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
Austin Eckler.
His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view.
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 42. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 14. There he goes left side. Past the 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
And that's another big-time run. And it sure looks like the leverage game is being won by the offensive line. They're the low man on just about every snap, and they're winning, pushing back the defensive front and creating great space for their runners.
Eluding the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Fields now to throw.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. Touchdown, Chicago! A big play there. 59 yards.
And the Bears are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. He's going to let it fly. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now Allen again. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Here's Allen on 1st and 10.
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown.
Dawson Knox with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bills cut into that lead.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
From the gun, here's Fields.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Fields. That's into the hands of Eckler.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Charles